we have our text here in a div, and we have 2 line breaks before we have an italic text. This text will be displayed from the top to bottom. We have block and inline dimension. Remember that the inline dimension follows how the sentence flows. So for example, if I was to highlight an inline block here or an inline section, it is going to be horizontal, how the sentence flows. When you change your writing mode, the direction of the block or inline changes. Don't crack your head too much about this. Just put this in your mind because I'll reference it later. This is how we apply writing mode. We have the property, writing mode, and then the value. Remember that we have 3 possible values. For this particular property, I have set the value to be horizontal TB. Now this is the default writing mode, such that even if I don't apply this particular value, that is how we normally see our text, horizontally, and it runs from top to bottom. Now we check our web page and we see the text. This is awesome. So the writing mode property, blah, 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 blah. And we see it running top to bottom. And that is the direction of the block, top to bottom. Remember, in this situation, the direction of the inline, which is the sentence, is left to right. But the block direction is top to bottom. Remember this from our inline and block layout lesson. You can always revisit that just to refresh your mind on it. So now, let us change the writing mode to vertical, right to left. Now, the text will be in a vertical position, but the right to left is showing us the direction of the block. We're going to be reading the text from the right to the left, even though it is vertical. Let us look at how it looks on the website. Now, we can see that it is vertical, but we can still, read the text, but we're reading it from the right to the left. So the sentence starts from the right. This is awesome. So the writing mode, blah, blah, blah. And on the extreme left, we have the source, which is the link. In this situation, the block is the right to the left, while the inline is the top to the bottom, because that is how the sentence flows. The inline is how the sentence flows. I'll use this and explain in a coming lesson. Now let's change the writing mode from this to vertical left to right. So it is still vertical, but we are reading from the left to the right. And we can see that in display. The beginning of the sentence is in the left and the end is in the right. Now, this is quite simple. It becomes tricky when you want to apply width and height to your text, because when you change the writing mode, what applies to width and height changes.